our audio.
Yeah, let me know when you hit that like button.
All right, hitting the live button now, and then I should be able to see.
Can you see them? Okay, we good.
All right, let me check myself.
Perfect. I'll pull them to safety.
Okay, we should be good. I hear me. I hear you.
You, me, everybody here.
Yep. All right, we good. We good. All right, let's get this rolling. So, episode 224 indeed on today's Hypecast. Thank you for tuning in. With yours truly, as always, Sean, aka Hawk525, and of course with my cohort partner in crime, Zawardo. However you may, I guess. We were just talking about
I'm an it.
Oh, you're like Bloodhound. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't think. Right. Oh yeah.
I don't worship the old fighter. I worship the dick.
Anyway, so despite having to start from later, from last time's episode, we started later rather than the usual Thursday we record on. We had quite to talk about, didn't we? So that episode was like 4 hours ish, right? So mega size podcast. But luckily, in theory, that should have like shrunken this one, right? Because we're rotating back to the Thursday. So that means we only had like 3 or 4 days worth of news. But we got actually a decent amount to talk about. So that's pretty good. Probably around, well, with us talking and going on something else with our tangents and whatever, might be 2 hours and a half. We'll see. So either way, thank you for tuning in today. We'll talk about some fighting game news, and we'll talk about some other stuff as well. Not much on the streaming anime and all that stuff news. So yeah, but either way, let's get into it. So let's start off in the fighting games news with the send-off for Rumbleverse, because remember we talked about Rumbleverse shutting down and all that stuff. I think it was like a month ago, I believe, and then it's been a month now. So essentially it's at this point shut down, unfortunately. So yeah, so this tweet went out February 27th. So yeah, so we're already starting in March, man. That is crazy. This year is already going by fast, it seems like. But nonetheless, they put out this final tweet here saying today, as of that tweet, or as of that time, will be the final day you can launch into Capital City. The sun sets on Rumbleverse as servers will be closed tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time, blah, blah, blah. So obviously, that's already been passed. And all I can say is that I think this is a BR that should have gotten more time. I think I don't know who made the decision or who like overseas and stuff like that. Maybe it might have been Epic Games, but I think they deserved more time to potentially grow. I think the potential was definitely there for a more unique take on the BR stuff, and unfortunately though they were not given a chance by whoever is in charge of them, and I think they made them pull the plug too early. So it sucks, because as a fighting game sort of themed BR, it definitely stood out from the rest, where they're all like shooters and whatever. This one was all about grappling. It's all about wrestling. It's all about the mind games. You know what I mean? So man, it sucks. And I think a huge part of it, of course, is that it was in a huge pool of sharks of other live service games and BRs. Not to mention, there's a lot of live services, nowadays. Like we've been talking about over the past, couple episodes, man. It's just that's like the trend of today, and a lot of it sucks because it's just it's hard. It's hard to keep up with it. There's a lot of them out there, and they all rely on the numbers of players. And so obviously there are going to be live services where they're not going to have the players, and that one is going to die out. And unfortunately, this is one of them, along with all the other ones that we've talked about, like Knockout City, I think it was called, with the dodgeball and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. And again, it sucks because this gameplay was like a little more unique, and we're gonna lose it because of that live service nature. Did you have any comments about the situation here?
More on the devs part on Rumbleverse. At least they're, giving time for their players, to play a little bit more and stuff, and having that nice little sunset on the game. Unlike, probably other companies would just outright pull the plug and not even say anything. They'll just say, "Okay, we're done. Pull plug." It's like,
yeah, I mean that definitely, I think, has happened at some point. Haven't even like given them the time to really like enjoy the last, couple weeks or month or whatever the time may be, but it's happened, I think, with some games. It's that's just how it goes. That's how it works with live service stuff. And once it goes away, everything you bought goes away along with that as well, because they're all server based. Yep, everything goes poof. And yeah, man, only the few can survive, while the rest can't really like have their own little like bubble or circle or whatever, because you know what I mean, like it relies on something something that's quite fragile, which is the player count. Maybe perhaps someone can run private servers, and that's the rest. That's it, right? I mean, sometime it's happened with Dragalia Lost, which was one of the Nintendo published mobile games that was out for a while, and then that went away, kind of not too long ago, but it's been a while now since it's been shut down as of last year, late last year. And that one has private servers because that's how much love that game had, apparently. I didn't even know it was that big to the point where it has private servers. So that is a possibility for this for sure, but that is going to be difficult. It does take money, you know what I mean? So that's why you gotta make the decision to whether to pull the plug or not. Which all leads back to the whole live service thing. That's just what it is. That's the situation. That's why it sucks. But a lot of companies want to shoehorn that in because it's all about money, right? And it's a potential cash cow, just like with Suicide Squad and such like that. I'm very unfortunate, and it's not. I don't think it's gonna be a good result because it's coming in at a time where there's a lot of sharks in that pool, man, and they're just eating a lot of that fish up right now, man. And or maybe not sharks, so to say, maybe whales, and the whales are trying to eat up the plankton, but too many plankton are going to that whale or this whale or something like that. Whatever analogy you want to take, that's just how it is. You have to rely on the numbers, and when there's too many of them, it's going to be difficult for the player to choose to play all of them. So that's why they gotta pick and choose a few of them, and yeah, it's just how it goes, how it works. So yeah, thank you, Rumbleverse, for being a unique battle royale. You definitely had the potential, but you definitely deserve more time for sure, I would say. So thank you, Iron Galaxy, running this game and making this such a unique battle royale. Thank you for all your hard work and stuff like that. I remember with my time with it, I had my complaints about it, but at the same time, I definitely felt like, yeah, this was a fun, more different battle royale game. Like I said, all the other ones are guns. You just shoot. Not much to it. Fortnite, you build, sure, but there's a mode that a lot of people are playing where, guess what, you're not building, so it's just a third-person shooter battle royale.
Yep.
What do you know? Right? Ain't that something?
It's kind of like that other meme, like you became what you set off to destroy.
Yeah.
Wasn't that Fortnite? Like they're trying to be different, and then all of a sudden they just say,
Yeah, especially remember there was the one shooting game, what was it? PUBG. It was PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. That was like that was actually there, well, it was there before Fortnite, but then Fortnite switched over from PvE to PvP. Because usually, originally Fortnite was like a zombie shooter almost. You just shoot a bunch of horde. It's a horde shooter, right? You just a bunch of enemies. You defend this one point or whatever, I think, or you just survive. But at the time, I guess it wasn't popular enough, so they switched over to the battle royale formula, right? That we know today with the building and everything, and that got popular. They blew up, and that overtook PUBG because PUBG didn't do enough to fix their game with all the jank and everything, and it took over. And then there was that whole thing with the Unreal Engine and all that stuff, and all the drama in between. It took over, and so that's kind of a funny thing about that too, like how that works. But it happens, with all these like kind of these type of games. Yeah, I mean, so, point being though, they're both shooters at the end of the day, and then Fortnite became even more of a regular shooter, right? Because the no build mode, which is again funny. And then unfortunately, a game like this couldn't thrive because it's already in a land of, or in a sea of full of sharks, and it definitely is hard to really convince people to come over here. And it's already like kind of dealing with a niche thing, right? Because it's fighting games, and the fighting games are still kind of niche to that extent, or to that case. And there's a lot of mental game going on, so that's why people kind of like gravitate towards shooters, because shooters are just kind of just a little more or a little more easier to sort of get into, right? There's not much mind games going on. Like, all you have to do is just it's a reaction thing. So all you have to do is whoever gets the headshot first, right? But with with fighting games, right? It's a game of rock paper scissors. It's a mental game, and it's you gotta read your opponent. You gotta know what their moves are, that sort of thing. Especially in the Rumbleverse, where there's a lot, especially a lot of rock paper scissors going on, because certain type of moves beat this, other type of moves beat that, and so on and so forth. And then you gotta read your opponent, where this guy dodges a lot. This guy tends to go to the right more, so that's why you can beat them that way. And then and there are people who just don't get it, who just don't understand that concept, or it is hard to understand that concept. I mean, trust me, right? I mean, I'm not the greatest fighting game player, I get it, and so that's why people just go back to the shooters, because it's easier. It's not much of a rock paper scissors game for sure. It's not like in Apex Legends, the fucking R301 just automatically beats fucking
everything.
Yeah, beats. I mean, it's not. It doesn't beat everything in the sense that it's like a rock. It's like paper beats rock or anything like that. It's just it's a skill thing, right? And then kind of, but like it's not like it outright beats the R99, so to say, especially when you're in a certain range at that point. It's just a matter of like, oh, who gets the headshot first, or who shoots first, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk about like maybe a P2020 versus an R301, then okay, sure, I guess. But but that's a very different thing. And point being, I mean, this takes a lot more brain power. This is I'm gonna say it, man. And that's why people couldn't quite grasp onto this quite well. That's another factor. That's why Rumbleverse has to hit the sunset, so to say. And a lot of people, from what I can understand, a lot of the fighting game players try to make content out of this and try to make this like the next Fortnite, like something to thrive from for a long time. But they didn't even last for around 6 months. It didn't even last for a year, sadly. So anything else you wanted to say for
we good on this.
Okay, so that is a sunset. Thank you, Rumbleverse, for trying to be a unique VR with the fighting game stuff.
Being finally showing that you can make a VR without guns.
Yep, it can be done. Yep. When you put the mind to it. But people don't want to put the mind to it because they just want to make easy money. That's all. That's what it's all about. It's just easy money. So sad, really. So let's move on to more fighting game stuff. This one was weird. I mean, I don't know if this is like official or something of the future or something, but like this is footage from some sort of like Japanese stream or something, and this is a VR game for Street Fighter. So you can see this is from Japanese footage. So there is somebody playing it, and she is playing against Zangief. So let's check it out.
She just wants to stare at his thighs. Because who would break a man's skull between thighs?
Look at him. The flex.
Like,
oh god.
Oh god. I just saw ass.
Yeah. Oh god. Is that the first person view of getting SPD'd? Oh my god. I actually did not see that. Oh my god. I didn't think they would show you that.
Hadouken!
Yep. Oh wow.
I kind of want her. I kind of wish she kind of like slipped out instead of Kamehameha. I'll be like, whoa.
Oh no.
I'll be like, whoa.
Wrong thing. No. Yeah. No, she knows her stuff.
Whoa.
She knows her stuff. That's good. That's good. But yeah,
if we're gonna dock some things with her Mexican uppercut, she could have put a little bit more emphasis and did a Shoryuken, like do full on body motion.
Oh yeah. Is this
but we don't know.
Is this a wireless VR? I think it is. It looks like it's wireless. She could do it.
Why does the VR set looks like one of the helmets from Ghost in the Shell?
That's the future, bro. We're entering that future, bro. I'm telling you, man. Every sci-fi thing we've seen, that's gonna be our reality at some point. I'm telling you. Man.
I can't wait till we get to player 1 territory.
Oh man, yeah, I know, right?
I know you put on that stuff, and it's like, wow, look, copyright galore.
Yep, and then we're most of us are gonna be living in those trailers, right? Those small ass trailers.
Yeah, the trailers.
Yeah.
You and I will be like right next to her. Here, I have this.
Yeah. And then
what is it? I don't know.
Yep. And then only on was it Tuesdays we get to touch grass, go outside. turn off our VR sets, go outside for once, and then go at it again. So,
But again, kids, speaking of Ready Player One, I enjoyed it,
yeah.
but I still laugh at the fact that movie, the only way it was where it was is because of all the characters was in there. Because he had to pay extra money for a lot of them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But I also bet you like some of those companies just said, yeah, here, take it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I bet you Blizzard, because Tracer was in there. It was like, yeah, here. Just don't make her naked like everyone else.
Or fucking Mecha Godzilla, right? So, quote unquote.
Well, it was Godzilla, but it was like I guess its own design.
Yeah, of course. Then they can't.
If you actually like took it from like Toho's archive, Toho would be like,
yeah.
the hell you doing?
Where that money at, bro? Where that money at? Where that extra popcorn money?
Toho's going to be like, you're cutting yourself really deep there.
Yeah.
We just because we gave you the rights, Legendary, doesn't mean you get to do this shit.
Hey, at least we got Gundam. That's for sure. We had the Mobile Suit Gundam for sure. Yo, the good old Gundam.
And its sound effects, which I was like, okay, that is extra money that you have to pay.
Yeah. It was definitely licensing fees up the wazoo. But anyways, back to here. So I did not expect this to even be a thought, right? So,
yep.
They even went as far as to go show you what it's like to be SPD'd. Like, oh my god.
Now, see, my question is, if you're playing as Zangief, if this, like, gets more traction and becomes a full-fledged, game, accessory, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
If you are Zangief, how do you do your Atomic Buster? Do you actually have to do the motion and do that? Or do you, with the sticks, you just twirl
know.
Your fingers?
Do I have to actually spin myself to do the lariat?
I know, and then somebody's like walking past you, get smacked.
Yeah, I know.
Smacked by your lariat. It's like, what the fuck? Who's that?
Yeah, you definitely have to have a lot of room to play these sort of games. Like, you need to have like a whole office just to even do like a let's play with your friends or something, like, or not a let's play, but like, you know what I mean, like a stream dedicated to Street Fighter VR, because you're gonna knock your asses out.
Yeah, fuck it. Just, I don't know. Like, if you have a big porch area, just bring that system out there.
Yeah. But I mean, it seems like the wireless thing is becoming more of a thing, though. I mean, look. I mean, I don't see any wires. There's no wires dangling from the top or anything or whatever. Yeah. So
that means like the technology for this is getting better, because the signal must be getting like top notch now.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I guess there is a wire right behind her. It's like on the right side of her. No, her left side. I mean, it's like tucked in quite nicely, I guess you could say. Because yeah, you see the wire right there.
But it's not like a mass of wires. It's
no, like the controllers aren't wired, I don't think, from what it looks like. Yeah, I think the controllers are wireless, so I think that itself is kind of helpful. But yeah, but you still have the central unit not wireless, unfortunately. But it looks like it's better because the way it's like arranged, so that's why it works better. But you're still wired, so when you want to like move around and stuff like that, it's kind of cumbersome. But anyway, so yeah, Street Fighter VR might be a thing. I think they might have a booth. I'm predicting they're gonna have a booth at like Evo Japan or something. Whoever can make it to Japan will have a fun time with this potentially. And you know what? Since I brought up Evo Japan, why don't we just bring up Evo Japan? So
it's a thing.
It's definitely definitely a thing for sure. I mean, we've talked about it, but the entry level or the entry numbers are out, and registration is now closed according to Markman. And here are the entry numbers. So number one, of course, is Street Fighter 5, right? We still have not seen the last of Street Fighter 5. It is here, I guess, or one of the last major tournaments for Street Fighter 5, with almost 1,800 entries right off the bat. And then Tekken 7, going strong with 1,400 flat, seems like. And then Guilty Gear Strive, right behind that, pretty much, with 1,385. KOF with the respectable 800. KOF 15 with that 800. Virtual Fighter 5, not like super close to that, with 796. Melty Blood is 500, around 500, or 531. And then Grand Blue Versus with that respectable 500, coming in at number 7. So yeah, I mean, I think even the numbers for Skullgirls, whenever it was at Evo, was either around that number or less. I would say, but so it does have a level of players where Grand Blue is still quite active, I guess you could say, in Japan, of course. So
Yes.
yeah, but when it comes to other regions and such like that, that is hard to say. And according to more stuff from Markman, it says 70% of players entering are from Japan. That's of course, that makes sense. And then 30% of them are overseas. But with that, there are going to be 82 different countries / regions being represented. So actually pretty cool, you know, having, you know, this many people or this much diversity coming into Evo Japan. What sucks though is that I think, from what I've been hearing, if I heard this correct, is that I don't think there's going to be an official English broadcasting for Evo, unfortunately, Evo Japan, unfortunately. So I think the only best way to watch it is just to watch it through a fighting game content creator. So if you know, who speaks English or whatever, or who speaks the native language, right? So your native language. And so that's unfortunate. I think that's a bit of a bad call on Evo's part. I don't think they should kind of leave it at that. I think they should at least try to have some sort of like English speaking official stream for, you know, the English speaking audiences. Anything you wanted to say about everything here for Evo Japan?
It's a good number when you think of it, because Evo Japan is still in its baby phase.
Yeah, sure.
So,
yeah, for sure.
And for those listening, this is Evo Japan, so they're not gonna have Marvel. That's the US branch.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. But overall, like, these games are pretty much like the heart and soul of, you know, the Japanese players.
Oh yeah, especially Virtual Fighter. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Which I still don't know when and where, who's gonna get it first. Like, imagine if Virtual Fighter also came up with a new game. Will Virtua Fighter be the one out of like Street Fighter and Tekken to get Kiryu?
Oh
first?
yeah.
Because that would be a big upset for a lot of people. Kiryu got into Virtua Fighter first.
I mean, the closest thing we have with Virtual Fighter is whatchamacall. They have the costumes. They have the skins.
Yeah.
So that's the closest thing we got for right now. Because funny enough, Virtual Fighter, what was it, the Ultimate Edition, whatever you call it, is using the Dragon engine. So that's why they were able to pull it off.
Yeah. Oh, I also forgot that DOA also shares history with Virtual Fighter.
Yes, yeah,
Putting,
yes.
putting my oh not my Akira and Jackie. I think that's her name.
No,
Or is
you
that
mean
the brother?
Sarah,
Or is
right?
that the brother? Yeah, Sarah, and then her brother was in there
I
too.
believe so. Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
Jack. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Kiryu, dude, if I think Tekken 8 is the time for him to come in. Like honestly, really, you know, especially with the game looking better than ever. I think now is the
Yeah.
time for him to come in. I mean, I definitely wanted him to come in Tekken 7, but
Mm-hmm.
if there's a time for that to happen, I think now it is with Tekken 8. That would be awesome.
But can we both agree if Kiryu doesn't make it, but Majima makes it, we'll both be happy
Oh yeah,
still,
yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 for sure, for
Or
sure. Majima definitely
I
also
keep
would be great.
forgetting the new protagonist, his name
Oh,
from
Ichiban. Yeah, Ichiban, I
Like a
think.
Dragon. Yeah, Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think either of those three, they make it to Tekken 8. Everyone's just gonna be happy. At
Yeah.
least it's someone from Like a Dragon / Yakuza
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
franchise coming in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
to the I almost said roster, but it's pretty much is the roster.
Yeah.
The
Yeah. No,
roster
this
of
is the
games
roster.
here
Yes.
of Evo Japan. I can very much tell you right off the bat, if you want like fast pace, even though it doesn't look fast paced, but it's gonna be fast paced fighting games, it's gonna be Virtua Fighter. Those players don't play around.
Mm-hmm. 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 Oh yeah. No, the Japanese do not mess around with that. They are Mhm.
Guilty Gear will be like fun to watch, but you're just gonna see like pretty much the same characters, and maybe
like
like one
happy chaos and stuff like that.
Happy Chaos, maybe Kai. So often, I can guarantee you, maybe one or three Potemkins is gonna be in here.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean,
But
Faust
yeah,
Faust
you're
got
probably gonna.
better. Faust got better, so I definitely can
He
smell
got better.
the Faust
Yes.
players coming in too.
What's her name? Ramathal. You
Oh
definitely gonna
yeah,
see a
yeah,
lot
of
of her.
course, of course. Yeah.
And which is Faka's main, who's also Simmons' main.
Oh,
The
Miria,
girl with the hair.
Miria Rage. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Miria
you'll see
Rage.
a lot of her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Also, I'm gonna not guarantee, but I'm gonna put my my token
Uh huh.
that Evil Japan is gonna release the next
Oh, character trailer there. Yeah.
trailer. Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
It's
not gonna be translated. Good luck, people.
who cares? You gotta see the character, right? You gotta see the character, bro. All right, that's all you need to see. It's gonna be
It's
ABBA.
gonna be also funny that. Well, I was gonna say. Oh, before you said ABBA, I was gonna say. Imagine they also got the Tekken 8's announcer doing Guilty Gear's
Oh,
announcement.
that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Next character.
Yeah. New
Abba.
challenge. No. What did wait? What is it? What did they say in next? Guilty Gear is like the next. Was it like the next? Oh, what was it like? Rock? No. Something to do with music, I think. Anyway, because you know Guilty Gear, they like their music. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so imagine that, right? Lena Hart would come in with that voice with I don't know any fucking character, right? What if it was like, oh man, what if it was Elfelt again?
No, it'd be so funny. Like the announcer for it's like whatever next character for Guilty Gear. And everyone's like, it's gonna be Slayer or something.
Hmm.
And you just hear Mario. It's like what? Yahoo!
Oh, that's yeah. Nintendo ain't gonna do that. You know that.
Nintendo ain't gonna do that, but it'd be so funny because everyone would be like,
What? No. But no, it's definitely not.
Onesan, Onesan.
In another
What would that
universe,
mean?
sure. In another universe, sure. But here, hell no, because you know how
Look, look,
Nintendo.
look, look, look where it ends. Or it's part of April. April some beginning week.
No, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
April
yeah,
Fools.
yeah,
They could do that. They could
yeah.
like throw a
Okay,
fast one.
okay. Yeah, I think some Japanese companies kind of get the April Fool's sort of vibe or whatever, you know. So
Yeah.
that's what happened with what was that one game? Um, it was made by no, fighting. I think it was like Fighting Layer EX or Fighting EX Layer. I think it was. It like that was like the like a Street Fighter EX April Fool's joke, but then they've actually made it into a real fighting game, and that one has like Terry Bogard as a guest character. Funny enough, if anyone remembers that game at all. But back to here though. I mean, when it comes to you brought up announcements. When it comes to announcements, see I thought this was where they're gonna show like the rest of the Street Fighter 6 characters, but maybe at this point maybe they'll show off like the rest of Street Fighter 6, like the modes, maybe some of the features a little more of the features. I mean we already know it has a story mode, and you can use your avatar to go around and fuck around some shit. Maybe they'll just show off more of the features, like the online stuff, and but otherwise, I think they're pretty much set. I mean, there's really not much else to talk about for Street Fighter 6 at this point because they already talked about Geef, Lily, and Cammy. That's it,
Yep.
yeah. So I think that's probably gonna be all done and done. Tekken 8,
Unless
probably has one more character to talk about, or two characters to talk about, maybe if we're lucky.
I mean they might just show like again at Evo Japan during like Tekken 7's like breaks time. They just show like King's King's video, then Paul's,
Right.
and
Yeah.
probably Laws, like 3-in-1 to just get out of the way.
Right. So show off.
They're already
Yeah.
yeah, we already know they're in the game, but they never had their own like
their time
dedicated. So,
They never had their little screen time like Jin, for example. So
yeah, Jin,
Kazuya.
We still didn't even see any with June.
No. I think June will definitely be later.
Nor we didn't see any trailer with your big boy.
Not yet. We will in due time. We know he's in there.
Watch. How mad would you be if they just forgot to make a trailer for him?
I mean, I know he's in the game, so it's fine.
I know.
He's in the game, so it's fine. but my boy deserves some screen time, man. I mean, come on. I know he's a robot, but come on, man.
You say this is fine, but you're not fine.
He definitely looks like someone from Cyberpunk Edge Runners, with that one dude with the long arms. I think it was Pillar. What's his name? He definitely looks like him because of the visor, the head, the eyepiece. He looks like that for sure. But speaking of Tekken's trailers, let's talk about Jin. He got his own trailer.
Jin! Kazama.
Yeah. Let's take a look at that. Full screen this son of a bitch right here.
Unreal Engine.
Get ready for the next battle. Tekken 8. New challenger. Jin Kazama.
So, ladies and gentlemen, from what we're seeing here, for those just listening to this podcast, Jin's moves are actually incorporating his double Jin attacks.
Yeah, double Jin. Yep. You got the one winged angel thing going on, or should I say one winged devil? He looks, yeah, he definitely looks brutal, just as his dad. And he definitely has some sort of like counter / parry thing going on. Oh god, I kick. Uppercut. Oh yeah, look at that.
If I want to be critical on his, what's it called, credit card?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, the rage art. You know.
It's very
basic.
underwhelming. Yeah, it's basic, underwhelming. Like you would think there'll be more to it. Because what I was imagining his credit card or whatever's.
Yeah, rage art.
You saw the CGI movie, right? That was like freaking 20 years ago.
The
remember?
Yeah.
Bloody Fates or something like that.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Remember, Jin? I think it was Heihachi that was getting the blows. Jin just full on did like a fury of blows. Like I would think that would be it, and then the last blow was him getting his one wing devil punch to something flashy. But his his victory screen, I don't know why, but I was like, wow, Rock Howard.
Oh yeah.
Because the way it like he does the motion, it's like, oh yep, that's
yeah, you're right.
Yep, I was like, yep, Rock Howard.
It definitely is Rock Howard. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, you definitely nail it on the head there. It pretty much is Rock Howard. He got the jacket and everything, right? He has like the wet leather jacket, all that stuff, and
the wings are inverted.
Are they inverted?
Like, you would think because you would think it'll be this way, but it's like this. So it's like, I think it's supposed to be like, what's it called? Not caressing, but just to be over him like this instead of just. You kind of see the wings on the jacket, but I don't know. It's a design.
The jacket. Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. I think you're talking about this wing over here itself, the big one.
The chicken wing.
The chicken wing, yeah. Chicken, yeah. That's what it's called, Tekken, right? It's chicken. No, but
it's also not weird, but because I guess in his rage mode, he doesn't go into devil mode.
No,
like his daddy.
I don't think that's what he wants to do.
It looks like he just gets power amp.
Yeah.
Don't touch me, Dad. Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox.
Yeah.
And also that dive kick is like, wow, a lot of people are gonna be abusing that.
Yeah. They're gonna love using that for sure. But yeah.
Good. Yep. So,
no, he looks cool. I would say his moves look cool. His like you said, like his rage art is a little basic. It's kind of underwhelming, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. Yeah.
The boy grew up.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah. These parts, yeah.
If you go by Tekken lore, remember Jin was always like, I need to get more powerful, blah blah blah. To beat daddy. The first line he said, well, not the first line, but he pretty much says power isn't everything. It's like, wow, you finally grew up. It took you 8 games.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if this. I kind of want to call it like at the end of Tekken 8. Jin's gonna try find a way to not suppress it, but just do away with the devil gene.
Oh yeah.
Cut off the curse. Cut off the curse already. So mommy can finally go to, sleep in peace.
Perhaps, yeah.
Jun, where have you been all oh, this time I was lost in a forest. But
Yep. Boy, looking good. The guy's looking good for sure with that
Yeah.
Unreal Engine.
it's also more funny that the feathers are falling. So it's more like, are you paying are you doing an homage to a homage to Sephiroth?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Because he also his intro is also like he's coming from the sky,
Right.
not gracefully, but just like
Yeah.
I'm here. And I want to say, yeah, this stage has been in almost every trailer we've seen so far. Between
well, I mean the
'Cause Nina's was like a broken building.
yeah, it was inside a broken building. Yeah, it was actually I think it was actually the same stage where Jack 8 and King were fighting in,
fighting. Yep.
and then
And we had the
Law
Coliseum.
and Paul were fighting in the arena, and then we have this city stage. I think that's it so far.
I'll laugh my ass off if this stage is just called New York.
Probably is. I mean, this is where what's his face?
Oh wait,
It's
nice.
oh,
Nice screen.
yeah, I was about to say,
screen stop.
yeah, because there's a statue of what's his face, Leroy Smith, and his dog Sugar, right? So
Yeah, I was like, wow, nice.
yeah, I know,
Nice
right?
pause. I didn't see that.
Yeah, the pause that was actually a coincidence. but-
Unintentional.
yeah, unintentional. Yeah, very very unintentional.
Calling it.
Eh.
Leroy is mayor of the city.
He's married. Yeah. Well, I think he's probably just like really beloved in the community or something like that. Maybe that's what it is, and that's why he has a statue right there. It looks like. So that's pretty cool if that's the case. But yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, what's his face? Leroy Jenkins, Leroy Smith, is probably around in this location. And there you go. There's a statue of him, with his dog and everything. So that's kind of
just
funny.
staring at these two idiots fighting each other, going like, "Motherfucker,
Yeah.
why am I?
Mhm.
Why in my city?
Yeah.
Go somewhere else."
Oh, you even see it better here, in the right there with the background and everything. Oh, and look at the background. Look at the on the left. Look, Leroy, big old fucking name, Leroy.
That's his brothel.
No, that's the
Just smack dab right there.
it's just a glorified Walgreens. That's what it is. It's just a glorified Walgreens. That's pretty much what it
I
is.
wonder if they call Tekken 7 for most of their characters they spoke in their native language.
Yeah.
Wonder if they're gonna bring that over to this one.
Yeah, that's another I think they'll keep it. But we'll see. You know what's interesting? Another poster, or not like an ad, there's like an ad in the background. There's Violet Systems. That is Lee Xiaolon's like alter ego. Violet, right? That was his character from his alter ego from Tekken 4. So it looks like his company is doing good, all things considered. It's funny that also his logo looks like the Steam logo almost.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Excellent.
excellent, yeah. Chaolon looks like he has like a Steam game, some sort of game store or something, like an online game store thing that's competing with Steam or whatever it is.
No, he bought out GameStop in this universe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean he kind of pretty much is kind of like the Elon Musk of this little universe, but he's cool. Chaolon is actually cool. Musk is kind of reckless. Let's just put it nicely. That guy. Anyway. But yeah, other than that, that's all we can kind of take away from with Jin Kazama here. look like he's going to be the anti-hero slash hero for this little bit of the story here, Tekken 8. And you know, his dad is, well, the bad guy. And there you go. There's the line. Strength is in everything. So there you go. All right. That's it for the Tekken right there, I believe. I think there... Oh, yeah. There's one more thing I wanted to bring up for Tekken. Just a comparison thing from Fighting Games Daily. Just a comparison for Kazuya. You can kind of see, you know, 6, 7, and 8, right? And you can definitely see up close with the face of how far he has come. Definitely a difference in skin tone, because 6 and 7 always have like a more of a a yellowish kind of thing going on a little bit. But then in 8, especially with the lighting and all the art direction and everything, like he looks a little more peachy. So he's looking definitely better for sure. Especially with that Unreal Engine, right? More details in the face, obviously in the close-ups. And then whenever we go into the actual in-game model figure, he still looks good there. His stance, for the most part, is the same. So that's pretty cool. But you can kind of like see it with this jacket, right? More detail and everything. In 8. Boy got the drip. He definitely has a drip. I'm sure they'll have his classic costume, which is like just the bottom half gi thing, the karate gi, with the design on it. Any comments on this comparison?
His eyebrows got better.
No, yeah, for sure. His eyebrow game got better. Yep.
But you, Harada, full on did this for Jin. Just like get the tweezers, like.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Then gets the raise, like a knife going, like, okay.
Yeah. The eyebrow game is always important too for fighting game characters. Yeah, always strong.
Yep.
Oh, very important for fighting game characters, especially with like Ryu and Kazuya and such like that. Does Jin have a? I think he does. I think Jin also has the eyebrows. Let me see. Let me bring him back up real quick here just to see. I think he does. Okay, you kind of see it through the bangs, but let me see. You kind of see it, yeah.
Oh, come on, yeah. Or I was gonna say when you said through the bangs stuff. Oh, come on, we gotta make it like anime style. How the eyebrows are somehow over the bangs.
Dude, one of the biggest examples that are guilty of that is Beyblade. Remember Ray, the one with the tiger, right?
Yeah.
Yes, his eyebrows went to the headband, man. It's like how, but you don't question it at the end of it. You just go with it. But yeah, I think he also has the eyebrows for sure. Well, okay. Anyway, so that's I think that's it. Definitely it for Tekken. Okay, so unfortunately, we do have to talk about this last. But anyway, so there has been an update when it comes to Smash, the Smash community, and it is regarding to Summit, Beyond the Summit. For those who are familiar with that. So previously there was drama with like Panda and Beyond the Summit, and just around it really, because of Smash World Tour versus Panda Cup, and both of them pretty much cancel each other out, unfortunately. But that's how it went. And LD, one of the founders of Beyond the Summit, came out with a tweet with a statement saying about essentially they have to shut down Beyond the Summit. Beyond the Summit was also all about not just Smash, but like other games like Dota. They first covered Dota, and then Valorant at some point, Rocket League, so on and so forth. Let me see, Dota, blah blah blah. Yeah, Smash, CS, and FGC stuff, because I believe they even covered like Dragon Ball Fighters and such like that, so on and so forth. So very unfortunate. I mean, they've been around for a good amount of time, and like I said, they just they've been doing this for other games across multiple games, and they kind of been sort of that brand name for esports stuff. Let me see. So yeah, CS:GO, FGC stuff, Rocket League, TFT, Valorant, and yeah, stretching across the Twitch and YouTube communities and stuff like that. Yeah, they've been struggling even through, like, of course, the pandemic time. That was like a real huge upset, really, for a lot of things, including fighting game tournaments, man. A lot of those like esports stuff that was like shut down for a good amount of time, and that hit this company hard too, of course, just like anything else, really. So yeah, they pretty much had to pull the plug before there was a possibility of not being able to pay their like employees and stuff like that. So they played it safe and call it quits, unfortunately, for good. I think they're going to shut down sometime in April or March, I believe, or yeah, by the end of March or somewhere in April. Let me try to like find like the perfect paragraph to like kind of sum it up. But yeah, there are a lot of people working hard to bring this stuff to us, and yeah, just the Smash community alone, they said 7 years. That's quite a bit. This is just the Smash stuff alone. And then you have Dota, right? That's how it started. Okay, I may have found it. Okay, so basically it says, despite our best efforts, things haven't broken our way. Throughout this time, our number one priority has been to ensure our team doesn't get hung out to dry. We've been closely monitoring our financial situation, and over the last few weeks, we reached an impasse. If we keep going and things don't improve, we could run the company into the ground and not be able to pay anyone anything. But if we let everyone go now, we can give them advance notice, a head start to figure out future plans, and a good severance offers. We don't want to leave our people out in the cold. We don't want to leave them with uncertainty, constantly wondering and worrying when the money will run out. We care about everyone who helped build Beyond the Summit. They have all given so much, and they deserve to know exactly what it is happening, and have the best possible chance to land on their feet. Based on our current financial outlook, how challenging the next year looks, we've decided that it would be irresponsible to keep Beyond the Summit going in its current structure. So, after nearly 11 years in business, we've made the extremely difficult decision to let all our people go. So that is pretty much the gist of it. To ease our transition, Beyond the Summit we'll be keeping all full-time staff on payroll for the next 2 weeks. Everyone will be offered 2 weeks severance, plus additional severance based on their time with the company. We'll also be paying to continue healthcare coverage for our U.S. employees through the end of April. They're talking about a really good severance package here. So kudos, big kudos to them for going out their way to like really make sure everyone's like gonna be picking up on their feet. Once this whole thing kind of this whole shindig shuts down, right? So yeah, very unfortunate that they definitely were hit hard also with the COVID and stuff like that. The COVID pandemic. So yeah. Let me just look through here if there's anything else worth mentioning. Yeah, I mean the first few couple of years, I think the people who found this company were like just pumping in their own money and stuff like that to even get it going, to even have any some sort of like snowball effect going. So that it was I can imagine it was pretty rough for the first few years. I think it just they just weren't making enough like big money at this point, and then COVID was like the big real tipping point, unfortunately. Anything you wanted to comment on Beyond the Summit?
At least Beyond the Summit, they're taking the necessary steps to just make sure as they said in this letter, they're making sure no one's gonna be thrown out at the code. They're thinking of every possible angles and whatnot.
Have you seen any like tournament or any like esports related thing from Beyond the Summit?
From them, no.
No. Okay.
As of recently, no.
But over time, like even a long time ago, I mean, do you remember seeing anything regarding to like Smash? I remember they always had like their invitationals for Smash, including Melee
Here
and
there, yes.
Yeah, here and there, yeah. I mean, there was I think for me, I was very much familiar with their Smash stuff, and I've always checked out like the Melee tournaments for sure, where they all have like the big players duking it out. At some point even like Mewtwo King won that, which was like big. Yeah, and then of course you have all the big players winning it too, like Hungry Box, Armada, so on and so forth. Even at one point I think Axe and Amsa, I think, if I'm correct. And then even like some of the newcomers like IBDW, I think he's the Fox player that's been relatively new. Fox, yeah, a lot of Fox players, but nonetheless. But for Melee, yeah. I think Amsa, the Yoshi player, won this one also at some point. I could be in that mix with like another few other tournaments that he has won last year. But yeah, anyway, he Amsa was like a top player within Beyond the Summit as well. That is to say for sure. So there are a lot of moments from this from this company, right, with their broadcasts and stuff like that. They had some like great sketches and production value and stuff like that. I mean, the way they did about things was like pretty cool. It definitely had a different vibe from like your esports show, really. So I think they brought some value for sure, but unfortunately, the return wasn't big enough. So that's why they are calling it quits, just to be safe. Which sucks, But maybe perhaps in the future they'll make another company and something like this will come about again, But I'm not gonna hold my breath on it for anytime soon. And yeah, right now like there's been some like a lot of stuff within Smash again. Like there's been talk about like banning Steve, right? you know, the character because he's supposedly broken or something like that. And of course, you know, that Ultimate stopped receiving updates and such like that, I think. So that's why, you know, Steve is not going to be touched anytime soon or ever, right? So that's why, in that current state, people want Steve banned because they found some tech with Steve that apparently is really good or something like that. It essentially, that's the drama of it. And then plus, like, there are some like top players being let go from like their esports organizations. Like TSM just let go Tweak. They just let go of him, and then and, you know, so on and so forth. So it's looking pretty cursed for Smash, man. And not to mention last year, right? Late last year, during around Thanksgiving time, right? Like the whole thing with Smash World Tour and Panda Cup and Panda too. Like they've been cursed up the wazoo. Panda is essentially like shut down at this point. They haven't announced it, but if you look at their shit, like nothing has happened with Panda, man. They let go all the big players at this point. The YouTube channel is like at a halt. Nothing has been coming out from Panda. No tweets or nothing. So I think they're just holding out for something, or something's going on in the back end or behind the scenes. But they're essentially gone too for right now. You know, another tough loss, you know, and a lot of people quit from Panda, not to mention. So that's like really saying something too. So Smash community is fucking cursed right now, you know. And over the years, man, they've been getting all the allegations, all the, you know, players that done crappy, shitty stuff, and they've been so cursed comparing to Street Fighter and like all the other like fighting game communities. It sucks, you know. That's just, I guess that's just what's going on. Why Smash? I don't know. But that's just what the outcome is, man, and it does feel like a curse, man. I think, you know, I feel like they're just very, very unlucky. And now this is just one more thing, you know, with Beyond the Summit gone in general. So, but I do want to say thank you for all the hard work you've all put into these production. To the production of these events, you know, not just for Smash, but like for all the other games, including Dragon Ball FighterZ, which also had its own funny moments too. So, thank you for all that, and hopefully, you know, my best of luck to all who are trying to get you know, new jobs and stuff like that. And again, kudos for you know, the severance package from Beyond the Summit. Hopefully we'll see something come out from the ashes of Beyond the Summit at some point. If you don't have any other words, we definitely move on. We're good?
Yep.
We're good. Okay, let's head on to Frontline News. Let's talk about something kind of big, which was Pokemon. It was Pokemon Day on the 27th of February, and there was some new stuff that came out from the Pokemon Direct. So let's get this stuff on the tabs. So first off, of course, most importantly, oh, actually, there's like a big thread for this. So let's just go up and then go down from there. So there is a big Pokemon card tournament, right, in Yokohama.
Mm-hmm.
Nice artwork there. I like that. But if you care about, you know, collecting card sets and stuff like that, look at this. They're bringing back the classics. Look at that. The classic set is coming back. Classic premium set. Now, I'm not sure what this is. This could be just like, you know, you get this mat right here, this fancy fucking mat. What is this, like damage counters and stuff like that?
Yeah, it looks like the damage counters.
Yeah, stuff like that. And then you have like a set deck of classic cards, including of course the Charizard with the 120 HP, even though it's fucking overrated. Like,
See, now I like how they're showing those two specific cards because we all know Charizard is expensive up the wazoo.
right.
I don't remember Professor Oak, like first edition, if that card was expensive.
I think it's not that expensive, but I think it was like highly used in the card game.
Yeah.
Because all you have to do is discard your hand and draw 7 cards. Because in Pokemon, it's all about drawing out the cards. You want to get the cards out real quick, to get your setup going. Including energy, all the training cards or trainer cards, and then your Pokemon, of course, to evolve them and such like that. That's why it's a game of speed. It's essentially, from what I've gathered. Like, you want to draw out your cards as much as possible.
Yep.
And there are times where when you just have a bunch of energy and stuff like that, and just like no Pokemon to pull out. To use it on, and that means you lose the round. You lose that first set. That stuff happens. That's how it goes. There's no like energy deck. There's no trainer card deck. It's all in one deck. So if you draw out all the non-Pokemon cards, you're screwed. But that's just how it goes. And Chansey, the first edition Chansey, was also a very powerful card. I think, in fact, even better than Charizard, funny enough. But for some reason, Charizard is super fucking expensive. Why? Because I guess Charizard is that popular. Anyway,
I think it was popularity.
Yeah, it's like the TV show and the games. I think the fact that like we had Pokemon Red and Blue, right, and then most people got Red, I think, at the time. That I think that all plays into account. Anyways, there's also a Netflix series announced. Concierge, I think it's called. Concierge or Concierge. Stop motion animation.
Yes.
We saw that a little bit with Psyduck.
I love stop motion animation. They bring that little glee in me.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely has that charm to it, for sure. Like, no matter like how old stuff is, stop motion always is very interesting to look at. Very very artful form of animation. Because they definitely use your hands to make said film. And let me see. So you see a little bit of a hint here. Like that. So that is essentially it. That little teaser. That is a teaser if we ever saw one. So, I honestly thought they were gonna like do like a live action series for Pokemon. That's what my mind went to, because when it comes to Netflix and any media really. But stop motion, I did not expect that. Okay, I'll give it to you for something a little more unique. So yeah, we had the cards, we got the stop motion animation. We have a new character for Pokemon Unite, which is the League of Legends game for Pokemon, and Zacian is going to come in. Something for Pokemon mobile game, which is Cafe Remix, more characters. Another thing for mobile game, Pokemon Masters. Pokemon Sleep is now a reality, or more than ever.
I still don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Is it just like to help you sleep?
It's to monitor your sleep. It's like the app on the iPhone, I guess, that tracks your sleep. And so yeah.
We're here to monitor your sleep. No need. My sleep schedule is fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like, I got you there.
I mean, if anything, this could probably help somebody's sleep schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not sure what exactly you do to like track your sleep, or what you do for like that satisfaction thing, right? I'm not too sure. Ooh, my internet is kind of hitting the fan a little bit because it's
chugging.
yeah. I am chugging.
I didn't do it. They're not uploading to from Hoxa internet. Put that on the record.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
I do smell spaghetti being cooked in the kitchen.
Internet is hitting the fan right now. Hold on.
Oh, hold on, hold on to the butts.
Zawa's turning into a robot for me. Hold on.
I'm becoming one with atomic heart. I will now be a beautiful big boob robot maiden thing.
You would want to be a big booba robot maid. You're coming back. You sound like a little more normal now.
Energy low, insert beer into girter.
God help us all.
Hey, you cannot like deny that whatchamacall? Early Futurama season episodes were really good.
Yeah. Can you check our live stream if we're still going?
Checking the live stream. Okay, turn off OF. Oh, I'm a little laggy on the stream.
Yeah, my internet's hitting the shitter right now.
Like you're good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm talking like Hanzo.
I don't know either.
I am the Dragon Warrior.
Anyway. So, Pokemon Sleep is coming this summer. And there, of course, the Pokemon Go Plus has been announced, which is like that accessory that's a pedometer, essentially.
Didn't they already have that?
No, it's just, well, this is the Plus. That's what it is. That's why.
Oh. That means it's shittier. I mean good. Okay, I don't know if that's a design choice or just the trick of the lighting. Is that really a shine there?
That is the highlight. Yeah, that is from the lighting. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very shiny, which means it's gonna have a lot of fingerprints.
And scratches.
And scratches, yes. That gloss finish. So that's pretty much it. It's a fancy sleep monitor thing to keep track of your sleep hours and stuff like that. I might download it just because it's like whatever, I don't think it's really going to be much to it, just for the fun of it.
See what that app is going to do is going to make us all find depending which Pokemon you'll be able to sleep with. Very bad choice of words and combinations.
Yeah.
Maybe Hawk here can sleep with his Gengar if there is a choice of that, and I get to sleep with a Macho. Do not fucking judge me, kids.
Okay. Anyways, so let's move on from sleep. And Scarlet and Violet itself has a new update within the Terra Raid.
The fuck is that?
So that is Walking Wake, I think it's called, which is basically ancient Suicune. So think of it as like a dinosaur Suicune. That is essentially what it is. And then on the right, that's Verazon. That's one of the three musketeers from I forget which one it was. It was like Black and White or something like that. That's like a future version of Verazon, which is called Iron something. So, yeah, that happened.
I need to look up lore on Suicune.
Yep. So at some point, Suicune was a dinosaur. So if you want to better,
Which doesn't make sense because Suicune was made by Hole when that tower, burned.
yeah.
Unless you're saying that tower magically ended up in the past. Time travel is weird, kids. Please don't crush a butterfly.
So here is the artwork for Walking Wake or Dino Suicune. Right there. Such an elegant creature, and then we have the dinosaur previously.
I don't wanna, every BBC nature video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has that that I forget his name, but he's like 95 right now, and he's still doing that. Those nature documentary. I just want to hear him going like, and here you see is the ancient Suicune. What the fuck is that? he just goes off script like, what the fuck is that? No, seriously, what is that?
Yeah, so for those who don't know, Scarlet and Violet have their own like set of like unique Pokemon, right? So future Pokemon obviously are from Violet because that's, the theme is future, right? And then Scarlet is the theme of the past. So that's why you have all these ancient Pokemon, blah blah blah. And then now the latest one added to the ancient Pokemon is Walking Wake / Suicune, ancient Suicune, which is a type combination of water and dragon, which is pretty fucking good, I would say. Just on paper that is.
Every time you say you're saying this name Walking Wake, my mind keeps trying to fill it out like before you finish your sentence, and I keep hearing Walking Phoenix is like
Walking Phoenix.
It's like stop. I mean, when you say Walking Wake like really fast, it does sound like you're saying Walking Phoenix.
No, I get it. I get what you're trying to say. Yeah.
So I'm like, shut up.
It's that trigger thing, right? Like something triggers in the mind to think of like that thing. And okay, so this one's called Iron Leaves, which is the futuristic Verizon.
It's a fucking Gundam.
Or something from what was it? Zoids, yes, thank you. It's a Zoid. Yes. That is pretty much what it is. And this is, of course, that's the original. That's the original.
Hi, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
We're old.
Yes.
If you don't know what Zoid is, please don't look it up.
Liger.
That stupid dumb bitch with the raptor and
the dino. Guns. Oh my god, dude, she always fucking shoots all the missiles in the pod. She goes too crazy with the missiles.
Will hit. I'm firing everything. Okay, I'm useless now. Why are they attacking me? Like,
I think she always gets like pushed over too, like literally pushed over because she has that big ass fucking missile packs. So
yeah, she has all the packs on her.
Yeah,
and she cannot move.
Yeah, she's like just top heavy, so that's why she gets pushed over.
So she just has that mentality. I will fire every single ammo I have. Hopefully, one of them will hit.
Yeah. Yeah. I did play recently because these two did come out as soon as they were announced. And Walking Wake was actually easy to get, but Iron Leaves was a fucking bitch to get because one, I think it is the better. Well, I don't know about that, but it might be. I don't know if it's a type or it is grass and psychic, so I don't know what that really does for competitive standards, but it was a bitch to get. I mean, I don't know because I was doing my part, but then other people did not know who to pick to counter Iron Leaves. So yeah, because people were clearly did not know how to fight this thing because they picked the wrong Pokemon for sure a lot of times. Now, to be fair, during my very first time, I picked the wrong Pokemon too. So to be fair, but after that, I was like, oh, I know who to pick, and then the rest is history. But
It's kind of sad. I never finished yet. Violet, Scarlet.
oh yeah, Violet Scarlet, yeah. Well, I mean, you're
Other
gonna have
shit.
more content if you ever come back to it. So this
I
is
mean,
a
well,
what?
it is a limited
Yeah,
run,
it's a limited run. Yes.
but usually it'll like show its face again, like later.
I hope so.
Because if not, you're going to be breeding a lot of them for me.
I don't know if we can. That's the thing. I don't know if you can breed ancient Pokemon.
Give me 5 minutes. I'll breed them.
What? That doesn't make sense. 'Cause
It was like, well,
that doesn't make sense. You
Like,
have
what?
to get them first to breed them. Like, what are you talking about?
don't worry, I'll have my way.
Yeah. Anyways,
Just
so
one vial
yeah.
is all I need.
So yeah, they're here for a limited time. Blah blah blah. That's the basics of it. And let me see. There is oh yeah, Pokemon Go, I guess, has some sort of integration with it, right? And then there was some sort of bonus, I believe. Oh yeah, so Pokemon Home is coming to Scarlet Violet, so which means you can definitely import your Pokemon there soon enough. And then we have the latest DLC coming in for Pokemon, which is kind of like very similar fashion to that of what was it? Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra. That's what it was. Yeah. So it's kind of like that, and both of these are coming within fall and winter. That's quite a wait. But yeah, there are the hidden treasure of Area 0. So that is for
Just
those.
call it Area 51.
Yeah.
I do like the turtle.
Oh, you did like the
Is
turtle
that a
one?
turtle?
I think Todd said he also liked the turtle one. It's kind of.
Because it also has all the elements.
I know, right? It's kind of
On
funny. Yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry, the teal mask. No, you're not doing for me. It's going to be that meme. Indigo, this brings me joy. The teal mask. This does not bring me joy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So there is also a couple of other new Pokemon kind of hinted, right, with the statue. And it is the next area you're going to is like a field trip to a Japanese themed area or region.
Oh, so this is where that green people are calling. Well, people are calling that green cat Incineroar's cousin.
Oh yeah. I think it's supposed to be a
and
bear,
again,
but whatever.
But again, thank you, Twitter, for already not even I want to say a day when this thing was announced.
Of
There was
course,
already
You can always count on
beautiful artwork.
You can always count on them for that artwork, right? Yep.
Chef kiss.
Yeah. And then there's this like weird like monkey looking Pokemon thing right next to the cat Pokemon thing, the cat bear. I'm gonna call it a cat bear because that's what it looks like to me.
Cat bug.
Yeah. And then there's a bird Pokemon right there. And
That almost looks like it's like one of those bird Pokemon. The one that has that eyebrow thing. It's white and blue. That's all I remember.
I definitely can't remember right on top of my head.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? Like you vividly see it.
Are you talking about? It's not the starter final evolution, is it? You said it was blue and white, right?
Yeah, it was blue and white, and it does have that little
Eyebrow thing.
It's not a starter. Yeah.
Not a starter. Okay. Let's just type in blue and white Pokemon, see what pops up.
Like it was an evolution, like a last evolution.
Of something.
See, kids, my mind is only for the original 150. And probably some parts of Johto.
Well, what about Incineroar? Huh?
I never played Sun and Moon. The only reason why I like Incineroar is because of other things. But yes,
You've played enough Sun and Moon, I'm sure.
no, I did not.
Did you not?
No, Sun and Moon was the one I skipped.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. Right. You were saying about the whole like Hawaiian thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of remember now. Okay, looks like it's not popping up right away, so let's just
Oh, I kind of want to say it. No, it's not that one.
What?
No, I thought I found it, but I was like,
It's
no.
not. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, maybe he'll find it for us, but like, yeah.
Oh, found it.
Oh, did you?
What
is it called?
It's. I don't know, but maybe you know.
All right, just send it to me or whatever. Hypecast, whatever.
That.
Oh,
It looks like that Pokemon.
What the fuck? It's not even blue and white. I know what this is. Okay, I don't know the name, but I know what it is.
Leave me alone. I'm colorbound.
Huh? What?
Saving my ass. I'm not colorblind. I'm colorbound.
Oh,
But see, it almost looks like it. Just a little bit.
okay. Kinda okay, like a little bit, but it's not blue and white. That was like the biggest throw off ever. That's the most horrible.
It is
clue.
blue and white. No, it is blue and white. It's
God,
like that dress.
Shut up. You're terrible.
It's the dress.
You're terrible with memory and stuff, man. That's just what it is. All right. Anyways, move on from. Okay. So I think this. I'm not sure what this one is. I think this might be the what do you call it? The other half of the DLC. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be because it looks like this looks like some sort of like Iron Chef kind of thing going on, but because they got like the clothes.
We're becoming what's that cooking anime that was like really popular?
Food Wars.
Yeah, because looks like Food Wars. Everyone's gonna have meat juices everywhere.
And clothes exploding somehow. Or falling off, I don't know.
I mean my clothes exploded when I ate what's that meat? That really expensive
Like Wagyu or whatever?
meat. Yeah, Wagyu meat. Holy crap. I was like
Yeah. So I'm not sure what's going on here other than very vague location with gym and computers and the starter Pokemon, the final evolution too at that. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh yeah, and then there's D2 in the middle, which I've seen quite a bit of fan art over the course of recent. So I guess that's supposed to be the indigo disc area thing. And oh yeah, and then there's more Pokemon being released into these two parts. So yeah. So you'll see more of the old school Pokemon and stuff like that.
oh,
What's up?
I don't think you put it on the Hypecast. Speaking of Pokemon, aren't they doing away with like the Pokebank or something?
Oh, that was like a long time ago, I think.
I know, but isn't it like this month is like the cutoff month?
Oh, I guess I didn't see that, but because that's supposed to be what Pokemon Home is replacing. So yeah. And I think Pokemon Home is free. Should be. right? So it used to be like what, $5 per month or something like that, but then
Yeah, it was like it was like tiers. Like there's the free one where it's just the basic essentials, and then like $5 for like something
yeah, and then
bigger.
they're doing away with that, I believe. Right, and then so if you pre-order this the DLC, you get the colors for your outfits, new colors for your outfits, and then also of course they got to do this, you get a pre-order bonus by getting Hisuian Zork with the dark crystal. Terror type is dark, yeah, and then has a charismatic mark as the item carrying with it. You get it via code if you get the pre-order done, and that's pretty much it. So I guess I gotta do it at some point pretty soon. How much is the DLC? I think it's like, I don't know, $30 or something.
Probably 20.
Probably 20. I don't know.
20, 30.
Let me see. Hold on. Let's look it up right now, for the sake of, well, everyone else. So
Also, kids, because of the whole Pokemon Day,
yes.
I don't think they did whatchamacall, they showed anything with the upcoming anime.
No, they didn't. I'm surprised.
Yeah, you would think so, right?
Yeah. Let me see. Doesn't say the price for it right away. It is $35. So yeah, I believe, yeah, this is all this is for $35. So a little more than I hoped for. But yeah, I mean, more content, so
You're about to leave this website. Yes. You have served your purpose.
yeah. So that's pretty much it. That's all the important bits for the Pokemon Direct thing. Yeah, so any I mean, any other comment you wanted to make for the pokes?
I should finish up Scarlet.
Yeah, I mean there's if you're willing to put up with the jank, then there are good parts to it. That's what I'm gonna say. Now, whether you care about the story or whatever, that's a whole nother thing. But gameplay.
Pokemon had a story? What?
But
It's like Nani?
yeah. But when it comes to gameplay, it's fine. It's fine. I think there were some patch notes that came out too, which I don't think is like nothing revolutionary or anything like that. No, like big quality of life stuff. But let me see.
This Pokemon is bad.
No, I don't think it's anything like that. Or it isn't anything like that. From Pokemon Summary, players can now change Pokemon's nicknames, markings, held items, blah blah, as well as reorder moves. And oh, okay, so you just access it to from the Pokemon box. That's nice. Players can also swap out held items. Oh yeah, that's a problem. That was a problem because whenever you go into a like a Terra raid, you couldn't like switch out items to this like specific Pokemon you want to use. So that was annoying. So that, I guess now that was a thing that's been fixed. Players are now able to select all boxes while moving Pokemon or items in the party and boxes view and held items view. Okay. When in the battle team view, Pokemon in your boxes that are assigned to a battle team will now have their icons displayed in a darker hue if those Pokemon are members of the battle team that is currently being displayed. Okay. Bug fixes. battles. Other. That's a lot of stuff for other. Yeah, it's just some like bugs here and there. Nothing like ultimately like oh, we upped the frame rate or whatever. Nothing like that. So nothing of that sort. Oh, passerbys are no longer displayed during certain battles that take place in towns during the main story. Yeah, that was fucking annoying. There were just people just randomly just walking into the middle of the battle. Oh man, there's.
I think I had like one battle. I don't know if it was a gym battle or just like a regular battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone just walked into the middle of the fight and was just doing this, like.
Mine had a kid with a
Just
cup
walk.
of coffee or something, just drinking his cup of coffee, just walking in the middle. I'm like, what the fuck, man? We're having our battle here. I bet the kid is like, yeah, I'm walking here. I'm walking with my coffee. You know,
Pretty much doing the whole John Travolta.
yeah, yep, yep. The shrug, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Pokemon. All right, let's talk about something potentially big but very strange, because we live in a time now where esports will be a part of the Olympics, I guess. This is officially from the Olympic Games Twitter account, and it says, "Your e-time has come. The Olympic esports series is coming, and this is your chance to participate. Are you up to the challenge?" So I'm not sure what is particularly in the Olympics for esports. I would laugh if any of the Wii Sports stuff made it in there, or the Nintendo Switch Sports.
Mm.
Any of that stuff was in there, man. That would be so hilarious. Oh, what? FIFA? Oh my.
FIFA?
Is this just like the regular sports? But that's so lame. Oh my god.
The FIFA.
Yeah. Oh wait, this is just a regular. Oh, the next one's in Paris. I didn't even know that. For 2024.
In Paris?
Paris. Raise your game performance, well-being, blah, blah, blah. Let me see. What's the list? What are the games? Why is there a cycle? Like,
Why is this? Why is this here? Yes.
what is where will it take place? Which virtual sports the Oh my god. They have Gran Turismo? Oh yo, maybe I'll enter that one. Gran Turismo.
This man.
Oh man.
This man diving in already.
But wait a minute. Which Gran Turismo is it though? Is it the latest one, or is it like the first one?
PS2.
PS2? Yo, I gotta buy a PS2 just to practice Gran Turismo. Jesus, man. Archery from Tic Tac Bow? That's weird. Baseball. We got chess from chess.com.
Chester.
Yeah, chess. Cycling. You can dance for the Olympics when Just Dance? Yo, what a time we live in, man. Tennis from Tennis Clash.
Doo-doo.
Yep, and then Taekwondo and virtual Taekwondo. Man. That's kind of sad. None of the fighting games are in there. That's kind of sad. Not even like Street Fighter. That would be like kind of big if that's the case. But what are your comments, man? I want to hear. If you have anything to say about this, man, what do you got to say?
Wait, where is it? A comment on this? Okay.
Oh, he's grabbing his little what is that, fleece blanket or something?
Yeah, good night. Oh, Yasumi.
Yeah. What a time we're living in now.
Okay, you want esports to be in the Olympics? Put on the real sports game. Where's Wii Sports? Come on.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Come at me. I am.
I want to see people with the Wii nunchuck, not putting the band and then just fucking
at the TV, breaking the TV, and they're gonna replace the TV.
every like 5 seconds. Like, God damn it, these people.
Yeah. There was the
they did the bowling. They do this and they actually let it go and it hits somebody.
Yeah, just like that original old ass video of the German dude breaking his TV. Oh, sorry, I gotta answer this. Sorry. Give me 1 minute. Like literally 1 minute.
6.
It is yeah, it's relating to work, so hold on.
They're asking him to come in on his day off.
No, that's not happening. that is not definitely not happening. That is not. That actually is not how it works. Because I have to get other days. Back onto here. This is for. I guess it's a separate thing, right? So from what it looks like, it says 2023. So this will be taking place from 22nd of June to 25th in Singapore, live streamed and everything. Here, I guess on this website. Okay. Huh. Man, what a time to be alive, right? Oh man. Okay, it says, can I, there's one question that says, can I participate from anywhere in the world? Each game across the 9 sports has its own entry location requirements. More information on how to play can be found on the Olympics.com pages. Detailed eligibility in, criteria as well as any terms and conditions will be found upon competition registration within each game. You can play multiple sports, of course, or multiple games. What is required to participate? Okay, that's fucking stupid. Has its own set of requirements, it says. A lot of the answers like just look on the page. Look on the page. Each game has its own process. You look on the page.
Jesus Christ, they don't even know what they're doing then.
Yeah, I guess so. But anyways, that's coming to life. That's coming to reality with virtual stuff. What a time to be alive, like I'm saying. So that's all there is to it. Anyone can participate, I guess, even like the older folks. You think Michael Phelps will come back and just play one of the games? Can you imagine Michael Phelps like playing the whatever swimming game it is? That'd be funny. All right, so up next. Oh yes, this is like a update to this whole Microsoft acquisition with Blizzard, Activision, and that whole spiel. And previously they've been kind of under fire because companies like Sony and stuff like that was like, oh, this is an unfair deal, blah blah blah, this is doing this and stuff and all that stuff. And Microsoft is fighting back by saying like, oh, why don't you provide your documents on your sort of how you proceed with your purchases and stuff like that. Why don't you lay it on the table too with your assets and stuff like that? And Sony tried to deny that motion, but they're not denied on that. So that means they have to. They were given a subpoena to show their documents essentially on what they do what they do pretty much. So that means yeah, so it's not like a complete sort of like cock block or anything like that on Microsoft. They are putting up a fight, so nonetheless, and trying to really make this work. So yeah, it essentially is like Sony projecting, it's like, oh, look at these guys, they're making a big purchase, and then Microsoft is like, well, why don't you show your purchases, right? Why don't you show your properties and how you acquire said property, right? And yeah. So this isn't over yet, of course. This is just one part of this little saga here. So yeah, I think there's not much to go off of, but yeah, what do you think of that?
I think on one side, I want to say they're baiting. Like they just want to see like what if how many times they can poke the bear to see what will give.
Who's the bear in this case?
In this case,
and who is doing the poking?
I kind of want to say both of them are poking each other. Who's the bear? I can't say. But yeah, I want to say it's Sony doing the poking.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Hey, come on. Mm-hmm. Do it.
Yeah, I can definitely agree on that. So yeah, they gotta show off their documents at some point in order to kind of like make it valid, right? Obviously, right? Because you can't just say like, oh, look at their third party purchase or whatever. It's like, well, whatever your third party purchase is, don't you own some things that are like pretty big? I mean, Sony has exclusive rights to Spider-Man, right? And then that's one big property, and then you got all the exclusives for PlayStation, and then you have Square Enix, right? You got this Final Fantasy stuff,
Yep.
so on and so forth. At one point, they had the exclusive rights to Call of Duty. I think they still do at this point. So I think really this is all just like them trying to hold on Call of Duty as long as they can because they want that Call of Duty money. But yeah, they're starting to. Seems like they're losing grip on that.
Yep.
So, because yeah, Call of Duty is that big of a franchise, so there was talk about like, oh, well, to make this deal fair, you gotta let go of Call of Duty or something. So, I don't know. I think that's just Sony trying to hold on Call of Duty as long as they can. So, that deal is still going on, or that spiel is going on still. So we'll keep on checking on that over time.
Yep.
All right. Another thing from BGC. Oh yeah, so you remember Yuji Naka? He was charged with essentially inside trading, right, for stocks. Mm-hmm. And now he has admitted guilt to it. So that means he essentially, I believe, is going to face some jail time for it, I think, or whatever he's going to be charged with. So, yeah, he was alleged at first, and then now he has admitted to it. So it looks like he's going to jail or somehow or some way. But that is quite a number of shares.
Yep.
Yeah, because he has some sort of knowledge on Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest stuff, I guess. And with that, he was able to get 130,000 shares from something, and earned a profit of about $146,000 upon sale. So quite a grip of money for sure. And that, yeah. That's all there is to it. He's going to face justice for inside trading. Whether it's jail time or paying up that big money and going about his day, but he is pretty much guilty. Anything you wanted to say about Mr. Yuji Naka?
If I had a spoon, I would be reenacting Uncle Vernon from Harry Potter. Justice.
Yeah. He was actually arrested 2 times. Wow. So quite a case there for Yuji Naka.
I mean, not to sound like an asshole, but you know, he being arrested twice, so this is his 3rd time, right? So be
That's what it sounds. Kind of what it sounds like.
Okay, so okay, let's say this is 3rd time. He's just walking into the police station. Back again.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Take him to the same one over there.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy was one of the creators of Sonic. Let's make that clear. He's not the creator for Sonic.
Yeah, he's not the creator.
It's like saying what's his face from Mega Man, Inafune, Kenji Inafune, I think it was. Yeah. It was said that Inafune was like the creator, even though he was just like a level designer or something like that. He was like one of the creators, I guess, for Mega Man. It was someone else, really. But because that guy left and Inafune was in charge of the rest of the Mega Man stuff, he became the face, essentially, for Mega Man. I think that's what happened here. The same thing with Yuji Naka. He just eventually became the creator for Sonic the Hedgehog for some reason. At least here it says co-creator, so that's definitely correct. For sure. More correct, at least. Let me see. Yeah, so obviously there's gonna be more investigations going on, so we'll see what further development we'll see in the future for the co-creator of Sonic. All right, now we can go on to random games and all that stuff news. So Elden Ring came out of nowhere with some DLC that's coming up. This is called the Shadow of Erdtree. Of the Erdtree.
Shadow, the Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah. Hey, dude, if it had a Lord of the Rings collaboration, man. Wasn't this like conceptualized by George R. or no what's his face? The guy who made Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.R. Martin, yeah.
R.R. Martin, yeah. So yeah, that guy. So like I don't know how much he actually had to do with this game, because honestly, like that was like the only time I heard that name was like the very first time it was like revealed, and then no one really like talks about it at this point. They just talk about like it's you know, that Souls game of the time, you know. No one really talks about R.R. Martin or whatever, because at the end of the day, it's a Souls game, you know, with open world elements. So yeah, it's getting DLC and it's currently in development, so pretty nice. And there is actually more updates on a different game, Overwatch, when it comes to One Punch Man collaboration. So I guess now, oh, I didn't even know she was called Terrible Tornado. That's so weird. I'm gonna say Tatsumaki because that's the name I know. She is going to be a costume for Kiriko. So I didn't think I actually did not think Kiriko was going to get the Tatsumaki. Like, if you do think about it, Sigma is the fitting character because he actually has telekinesis and whatever. So just saying, I mean, come on, man. Should have been brave with that. But no.
Who's this sassy little child?
Yeah, who's this sassy little child? And he's like fucking like me.
Yeah, Doomfist is just doing.
Yeah.
Who's this sassy child?
Yeah, right, exactly. But no, it's Kiriko, of course, because she's popular right now. She's kind of like the new hotness. I mean, at least they got the legs, right? I mean, they got everything else right, but it essentially is just like a color swap, like, because look at her outfit. It's just like it's just black, and then her hair is different, and then that's it. And then she got the legs. But that's it.
They're fake, man.
Like, you can't make a tight dress. Like, what? You know what I mean? It's like kind of lazy if you think about it. It's just the hair and the legs. That's all it is. It's all it is.
Or a cash grab. Same thing.
Of course, yeah.
Now, see, if they wanted to go further and beyond.
Yeah, there you go. But it's, yeah.
But yeah, if they wanted to go further and beyond, Blizzard throws the extra money and have the actual voice actress of Tatsumaki voice while you have the costume on. Well, same thing for like Doomfist and now Moomin Rider.
Yeah. What was Moomin Rider? Because like Moomin Rider was like the same thing.
Yeah, it was Soldier.
Yeah. I'm saying, like,
with his not Kamen Rider, but it's actually Kamen Rider.
Yeah, the Bug Hero costume, I think it was called, right? The specific name for it. It's just a color swap essentially, and then plus the helmet and goggles. I think that was basically it. It should be. No, wait, is it? I don't know. Oh, there you go. Found it. So there it is. It's just a color swap, except for the helmet and stuff. Overwatch. I mean, it works, yes, but you can't say it's like, you know, not easy or whatever.
It's just like, again, that old saying, work smarter, not harder. If you have the asset, just go.
All right. But I think even I think this is like the one with Kiriko is like, that's just like come on, you know. It's her default outfit but black, and then she has the hair and the legs. That's it. So let me see. So this is going to be a bundle for 2,100 Overwatch coins, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it seems like this is a legendary skin. It's so stupid. So someone said it best. It should have been just the epic skin. It's a purple skin. That's what it is. But they're gonna sell it like it's a legendary because there are people who are going to buy it because they're suckers for One Punch Man or whatever the reason may be. So yeah, like on one hand, yeah, it is cool to have One Punch Man, but how they're going about it is like, you really see the corner cuts, man. At least with Doomfist, I'll give it that. That's like an actual like costume, like made for the One Punch Man collaboration. Let me try to find a good picture for it, but because I don't think the yellow suit was like from anything else, right? So let me see. Yeah, see, I don't think this is from like anything else. Damn, that's a lot of shit before the One Punch stuff. Or in between. Yeah, see? Like, I don't think this costume is from anything else, right? It's not a color swap or anything like that, right?
No.
No. So at least they got it there. Yes, it is simple, but it's at least they done it, you know?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of One Punch Man, is he's a simple fucking bald motherfucker who just destroys shit in one punch. He's like so jaded from all the stuff, the typical hero stuff. So that's why he's like a little more unique than your average like shonen character protagonist.
Yep. Who doesn't fucking yell every single damn time?
Yep. like
looking
Asta?
looking at you, Astra.
Like Astra, yeah, from Black Clover. Oh my god, I could not stand that show.
Like, again,
I tried.
Same. Like, I asked my boyfriends, like, when does it get better? After 20 episodes. Say that again?
After 20 episodes.
I was like, and then I tried to make it easier for him. Okay, when does he stop yelling? No.
I don't think he stops yelling. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm like looking. Like, people are saying like this show is fucking good, but
that's what I hear too.
This little fucking boy is like screaming his ass off like every fucking 3 seconds. No, thank you.
Yeah, I watched like 12 episodes, man. I just could not. I could not get into it.
I mean, it's kind of like on the same par with Chainsaw Man. Manga good, something about the anime just puts me off. Like I'm like, doing this like me no like.
I think some of like the most basic stuff is overdone, I would say. So maybe it's a little too so they wind up like making it too funky for something that's like that could have been just like a basic animation, I'd say. But
Yeah.
it's kind of like going for the extra mile for something unnecessary. Maybe that's what the case was. I don't know, because otherwise, fight scenes were pretty cool. I liked it. I like the concepts of it. I like the themes of it. I like the protagonist. He's funny. And from what I've gathered, it seems like it's going to be pretty interesting. Like something, all the setups that season 1 has done. So, but yeah, I don't know. To each their own. I understand.
We all have our different tastes in anime.
Oh, for sure. All right, so let's see.
Like Hakir, he loves his no, he's good protagonist and stuff. I like my other things. That questions.
Yes. Anyway,
Just like that one anime that my boyfriend's still mad at me for making him watch, which I didn't force him to.
which one?
It was another.
Which one was that?
Another. It's like this horror. I think you might have seen it. It is with high school kids. Wow, how original!
Right.
And break a curse, and every so often, like kids get killed in the most brutal fashion way.
Oh, so it's kind of like gore porn.
Kind of. Like one of the scenes, the girl was carrying her umbrella. I don't know why the tip of her umbrella was fucking sharp as fuck. She trips, umbrella falls to the bottom of the stairs, opens up, and she lands on it.
Oh, so it's like Final Destination.
Kind of.
It's like Final Destination, but an anime.
Kind of, but the way it's drawn and animated is like Jesus Christ. You didn't have to dial it up.
Yeah. All right. So Apex Legends got more events coming in with the costume stuff like that. But man, look at the dislike to dislike ratio. What's going on here? Is it just because some of those costumes are like recolors or something like that, or what's going on here?
It's either recolors or it's trying to play the fashion statement. Because the whole thing is called Imperial Guard.
Yes.
Bloodhound was the only one Bloodhound for a while was the only one that had like something around that.
Yeah.
The area until you start seeing like the new characters having their own Imperial Guard like costume.
Yeah.
So it looks like probably like as you said, maybe reskin colors.
Yeah, because the kunai wasn't that already a thing before?
The kunai was a thing, but it was a recent event that I guess they were experimenting from what I read, and if memory serves me, can have different colors and properties. So the heirloom is like customizable now.
Oh, okay.
I'm enjoying Apex as a whole. Like the season 16, which fucking took forever, really made me like go like, wow, I really enjoy Apex now, not whatever previous seasons where they didn't know what the fuck they were doing half the time.
So what is it that you're really enjoying for this new season?
To be a simp, I'm fucking enjoying the new Bloodhound stuff.
Really? So all the Raven,
I like
the Raven and like the changes to his their alt or the scan and all that stuff. Okay.
Yeah, and also the like putting characters in their own class and and sharing. They're sharing like some passives and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Right. So like,
My aim still fucking sucks, but
yeah. But
eh,
so okay. So
overall,
so you're enjoying the Bloodhound changes for right now.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Despite some people saying that it sucks or it's bad, it's like it's like every game, just adapt, just adapt to the new changes, you know.
All right. Just deal with it. um. Yeah, I think this because yeah, recolors, right? And then none of the other characters have gotten their heirlooms instead of just keep repeating some of the heirlooms for some characters. I think that's what people are getting mad about too. Like he fuses still does not have his heirloom, and yet Valkyrie did. You know, it's like that's like kind of weird. You know,
Valkyrie's one was a
spear.
spear.
It's a
right?
spear. Yes. Yep. And I believe Valkyrie came right after Fuse, right? So
Yeah, that's the part. Like I kind of get, kind of like
yeah.
really, because you would think they will follow like who was there first, right? Nope. Looks like this person is very popular with the kids.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know, like heirloom stuff to me at this point is kind of like how Overwatch's go weapon is. It's just there.
right.
There's nothing like special about it anymore. It's
Just very cosmetic at this point, just like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like the problem is that that's all there is to it, though. It's just recolors, mostly recolors, if not all of them.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like there's recolors and then there's new costumes. You know, there's just recolors. That's why people are having problems with that. So, I can see I can definitely understand why people are upset about that.
Yep.
But for me, I have none of these costumes. I don't have the heirloom. I don't have none of those things. So I'm coming in with a more fresher mind in that sense. But I do understand, like, yeah, obviously, if you just have recolors, that people look at that as like, lazy or whatever, right? Low effort. I mean, it's happening with Overwatch, as we just saw with the fucking costumes, with the One Punch Man costumes. Other than besides Doomfist, right? Doomfist is the only actual like new costume, and then meanwhile, Moomin Rider and Tatsumaki or whatever, just got shoehorned in. It seems like they're just kind of just reusing assets and recoloring and stuff like that, and then just add in the one thing that's new, which is like the hair or helmet, goggle, whatever, right? The headwear,
Yeah.
That's just how it goes in game dev. But people see it for what it is, man, and I do understand that. Kind of yikes. Okay, so on the topic of yikes, remember that one game, Babylon's Fall? Well, now it's Babylon's Fall Down, because it is down at this point. It has been shut down officially. So, we've been talking about live service games. They suck, right? And whenever they go away, they just completely go away, right? Like you can't play them. You can't even look at your costumes. You can't even look at your things, right? You can't even look at your characters or whatever. Like, you can't just sit there and be proud of like the characters you've earned over the years, or with all the gacha games, right? When those gacha games go away, they go the fuck away. So like, especially eventually Fate Grand Order is gonna go, at some point, and when that happens, inevitably, you lose everything. That's just how it goes, man. I've seen it more than several times at this point with other mobile games, and it's not a good feeling, right? Especially for those who wailed on that game, believing that the game will last a long time, but it doesn't. Sometimes companies just feel like it, and because of that, they can just go away, and they don't reward the player with anything, of course, right? With the money they've put into it, the time they spent with it, it just goes poof, goes away. No, that's it. You can't even look at your character. You can't even just go in and look at them. You know what I mean? Like trophies almost. Just gotta deal with it, right? With these live service stuff, man. And Babylon's Fall is one more thing, man. It's disappointing, you know, especially coming from Platinum Games, where they usually make great games, but this one was a flop, a big flop. And kind of like with the upcoming Suicide Squad, right? That's coming from Rocksteady. And what is Rocksteady known for, man? Awesome games like you know, the Arkham series, you know, with the combat and everything. They were kind of like for a while like the kings of melee combat for action games.
They were a juggernaut.
Yes, they're absolutely like the juggernauts of that sort of genre. And then now they're throwing that away with that third-person shooter. Even King Shark is just shooting most of the time. You know, it's a damn shame. Arkham Knights almost kind of fell into that, but luckily it still had some form of melee, you know, right? But it did have the whole gear thing, so yeah, that was kind of a turn off. I think it's just the fact that, I mean, you know, with Suicide Squad, the biggest problem is that everyone is shooting. It's a third-person shooter. It looks generic, you know, with all the characters just using the same weapon types. Anyone can use a minigun, which is really stupid, right? You know, they don't even go through the effort of making each character holding, you know, like each type of weapon, right? You know, Harley uses pistols. Deadshot uses
and her hammers. I wish they incorporated more of her hammers.
Yeah, hammer, bat, whatever, right? Gas, I don't know, grenades, whatever, gadgets.
Or hyenas.
Just Jack in a Box stuff, right? Like something. Big old boxing glove, I don't know. Nope. Guns. It's all about the guns. Oh, you want 5% more firepower? Gotta get in the RNG again. You know. That's how it's gonna go, and it's not gonna go well. I mean, is it gonna make a sale? Yeah, you could say that, yeah, but longevity wise, it's not gonna do well. Initial sales, yeah, okay, maybe it will, because the Suicide Squad license, or no, not license, so that brand name, you know, the DC sort of thing behind it, but people are gonna find out it's just gonna be boring. And they probably going to want their money back or complain online and such like that. Oh my god, this game is so generic. It's just so basic. It's so mid. I don't know why I said that like that, but you know. I know we've been like bitching about live service, but it really is like a problem right now because it's just too many companies are just shoehorning it in for the sake of cash cowing it.
Yep. Or it's like, wow, it's working for this game. Let's put it in ours. It's just like, no.
You definitely don't understand how things work, bro.
It's like the reason why, you know, the battle pass and all that shit works is because the game was actually made around it. They didn't just fly it in there and call it a done day.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, games like Overwatch and Call of Duty and even Splatoon. Even Splatoon has some sort of like battle pass. So it's like a battle. It's more like a battle pass simulation. Like it kind of feels like a battle pass, but it's just basically like glorified achievements. You know, for playing the game.
Yep.
Yeah. You don't really pay for it. You don't really do anything with it. I don't think anyway. So it's whatever at the end of it. But when it comes to single player games that you pay, what, $60 to $70 nowadays for? And then the battle pass? Like, what the fuck? You know? That's just one one thing, but on top of that, it's like, ugh, you know. I think the battle pass, like, yeah, that of itself is not the problem, but it's like how it's implemented and stuff like that. That's the problem, you know. And it just introduces more grindy shit. And yeah, it's like, oh, it's only cosmetic, but it's like, well, why not just put that into the base game in the first place and call it a day? Why you gotta, like, you know, put on that battle pass name? You know, it's like that curse. And you know, look at Spider-Man.
And also the other thing is you have to be connected every single time.
That's
like,
another thing too, right? So whenever the game shuts down or the servers are down, you can't play it. Or you can't even play offline because it's not offline, it's always online. You know, I think that's because they wanted to make sure people don't pirate the game or don't do anything weird with the hacking or whatever, possibly. And that, of course, they wanted to just like make sure, you know, you keep up with the battle pass. You know, they want to track you with your battle pass or whatever it is, your progress. And then it's like, oh, you're you haven't touched the store. You wanna spend some money to get this gear real quick, you know? Cosmetic gear or whatever the fuck it is in the store. And then not to mention, right? I forget if we talked about this or not, but it's gonna have like what, over like, no, at a minimum of 6 in-game currencies, right? It's like, wow. Holy shit. That, if that doesn't sound grindy to you, then I don't know what it is, man. So yep, just one more live service thing shutting down because it didn't work. It sucked. You know? You gotta make a good game before you make a good live service. You can't just make a game and then make a live service around it and expect money to flow in. If people aren't playing it, then how are you supposed to make the live service work? Right? That's why you gotta make a good game first. That's why games like Genshin Impact, you know, as much as very live servicey and gacha-esque it is, it's still a fun game. I've been playing it every day. The story is fun or engaging. The combat is still engaging. You know, I like the characters. It's, you know, the graphics are very stylish, and that's what it is, right? I think it's still a good game, especially for free to play. Absolutely. I think this is gonna be the same thing with Star Rail, the Honkai Star Rail that's coming up in April. From same studio, same exact thing, because it looks pretty, got the characters, you can collect waifus. Right, no, that's just how it works, man. That's what it is. You got the right stuff, you got the appeal for it. The combat should be fun enough. It's gonna be turn-based this time around, so that's gonna be interesting. You know, turn-based JRPG. You know, that's old school. Genshin players are gonna fit right in because it has the same exact UI, pretty much layout and everything. So, this is for the Genshin players, and you know, and guess how many people are still playing Genshin, right? Quite a lot. You know, so they're pretty much catering to the Genshin players, definitely. And if anyone else wants to come in, cool. You know, that's how they see it. They already got that shit on lock, pretty much, I feel. When it comes to live service stuff, they know what they're doing. But when it comes to certain games like Suicide Squad, they don't know what they're doing. It seems like. All right. That's all I got for live service stuff. Again. Yeah. So I don't think there was anything new when it comes to like streaming, movies, anime, all that stuff. Unless you have anything to chime in on that or anything else really. Have you watched Mandalorian?
Mando yet? No. Nope. Nope.
Oh, okay. You have not watched Mandalorian. Okay. I mean, yeah, season 3 is out. I watched the first episode, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that for now. So, but how long has it been? Oh yeah, look at that, 2.5 hours, just like what I said. Look at that. So, with that, I think we can safely say that is it for today's episode. So, thank you very much for all who tuned in once again. Really appreciate it once again. So. Hopefully next week we'll have things to talk about. Maybe Mandalorian, we'll see. And yeah, so with that, thank you very much once again, and we'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.